Hello, Gadget Guy 313 here. I want to take a second to say thank you for stopping to look at my presentation here, and maybe what I'm doing can help you out too. Due to the increased numbers of online sales and packages and parcels being delivered to homes, I've noticed sometimes on the news there is theft. People driving by and taking packages off people's front porches. I'm sure you've seen something about it or have had it happen to you. And I'm not sure how frustrated you get, but when I order a part and it takes 2 weeks from China to get here and then someone takes it and I have to wait another 2 weeks, that's a whole month of downtime. So I decided to try to tackle a way to prevent this from happening to other people. So what I decided to do was tinker around a little bit, and I came up with this version here I'm showing you is probably the second or third version that I feel comfortable with showing. So how it works is when the postal worker, be it UPS or FedEx or USPS or DHL, drops off your package, they place it on top of this particular pad and it will measure the weight and send you a notification letting you know that your package has arrived. After about 30 seconds, it goes into the activation mode. Once in activation mode, if the package is disturbed or removed for any reason, it instantaneously does a number of things. First, it will notify you by taking several pictures, 6 to 12, with a high definition camera, and sounding an audible alarm simultaneously. It's 120 decibels. It's really loud. It draws a lot of attention, and criminals are opportunistic and they want to do things quietly. They don't want any attention. They want things easy. So the more difficult we can make this for them, the better. So once we have these photos, these mug shots, we can try to work out a deal with social media. I know now we can just post them on our own, and hopefully somebody local will recognize the culprit, or we can give copies of it to local law enforcement to help aid in capture of said crook. But if we could work out a deal with one of the social media companies to where anybody in the area code can see these photos of these crimes within, an hour or so of the time it happened, maybe a good chance you recover it, or that particular person won't be taken from your porch anymore. So that's good news. So maybe we can get everybody involved in this. I know last year there was a bunch of different statistics, but I think the average was like 24 million people experience package theft, and that's just it's out of control. This needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed today. So with that being said, feel free to question me about anything through emails or phone calls, whatever. I don't mind taking time out to explain what I'm doing. I work a lot better in interaction than what I do in front of a camera or recording myself talking to my computer right now as it be. So like I said, there's this is an older version. So what I'm doing next is going to be basically a module that sits on your wall. It's going to use infrared technology and sonar and basically measure the placement and the size of the package or packages that have been delivered and notify you that way. So there's nothing out there on your porch to take away from your landscaping or your curb appeal, for that matter. Corny yellow and black stripes or anything like that. It's just going to be inconspicuous, and the dome, like I said, will be about 48 inches off the ground, so you get a good facial shot when they bend over to pick up your package. Camera placement is absolutely a must. It's something that needs to be addressed more often. There's a small bio about some of the other, a little bit more detail down at the bottom about myself and the project I'm working on. And like it says in the bio, this is not my ace up my sleeve. This is just something I've been tinkering with for a couple years, and the most important thing I can get or receive or ask for is resources. It's really hard to find talent there, and it's even harder to get people that want to work with you at your kitchen table because you don't have a facility or a garage or a proper workbench. a grounding table or anything like that. It's unprofessional, and that's my biggest setback right now is resources. So any help with that it would be so grateful. I can't even begin to discuss and express how much that would mean. Um, don't shy away from donations. I do realize that a lot of people don't want to be hands-on and involved in this, but donations are appreciated and will be put to good use for equipment and better tools, salary and so forth and so on. But and maybe this isn't your cup of tea, but please feel free to share this and get this out. We need to address this right away. There's businesses that can't afford another delay on a package on a project they're already behind on. It's stuff like that that puts people out of business, and we're trying to make this country a little bit better and get back on track. So let's start by protecting what's ours. Thank you again. Uh, like I said, please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Gadget Guy 313. Thank you.